Week of the regular season is here, and a spot in the Great American Conference Championships rests on the Washita Series for the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm. You're watching SNU Softball on SNUathletics.com.
It's this one hard out to left center. Carrying out deep, could it be? It is gone.
And Jacobs with the punishing kill.
A two-run shot that ties the game.
Hyatt hits it over, and she's going to have a kill. Over to Boyd, inside to Gaddis. Spin move, puts it up, takes the foul, and knocks it down. Quan Connor takes the three, puts it up.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cypress Athletic Complex here in Bethany, Oklahoma, for the site of today's Great American Conference matchup between the Washita Tigers and your Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm. I'm John Hale. Alongside with me in the booth, as always, is Connor McKenzie. How are you doing today, Connor?
Doing pretty good, John. It's a fantastic day here in Bethany, Oklahoma for some softball, grinding out the last home game. You said, John, here between Southern Nazarene and Washita Baptist should be a tight fit going forward in the GAC contest here today.
Well, you're exactly right, Connor, and you're right. It's the last home series for the Crimson Storm on the season before the Great American Conference Championship Tournament. Here in Bethany, after a season mostly plagued by windy and gusty conditions, but it is nothing but clear skies and calm winds as we get ready for today's big matchup for the SNU Crimson Storm, whose magic number to get into the Great American Conference Tournament is 4. So 2 wins today and 2 losses by the Southwestern Oklahoma State Bulldogs will clinch them a spot, but they got to take care of business today against the Washita Tigers. The Crimson Storm entered Saturday with a 2-game lead on Southwestern Oklahoma State, but after Henderson swept Saturday's doubleheader, the SWOSU decided not to play because it was too windy. That brought the Crimson Storm back 1 game. SNU will have to at least keep that 1 game over Southwestern, as the Bulldogs owned the tiebreaker after taking 3 of 4 from the Storm. So it's coming right down to the wire, Connor.
Yeah, absolutely, John. It's been a tale of 2 seasons for the Crimson Storm. After starting 11-19 overall and 4-16 in the GAC, the Storm nearly turned a 180 by going 14-8 over the last 22 games and 12-8 in the conference. SNU had its longest winning streak of the year at 5 games as part of that stretch and climbed back into the GAC championship hunt. The Storm are hitting at .275 in that stretch with 17 home runs. Just an incredible mark here by our ladies here at SNU. 5 players are hitting over 300 in that span, and 12 home runs came from Sam Smith and who else? Sydney Toylo. So just the bats were flying for the Crimson Storm in the heat of this season.
Well, the Crimson Storm's bats are heating up, and the defense is playing great at just the right time before the GAC championships. And Saturday's doubleheader, so not today's, but tomorrow's doubleheader, will also mark the last time that Jill Clements, Jessica Thompson, and Kayla Wyatt will step onto the field at the Cypress Athletic Complex for SNU, so the end of an era for those players. And speaking of Jill Clements, with 1 more hit, she will become just the 3rd player in school history with at least 250 hits. Katie Hale from 2008 to 2011 owns the school record at 296, and Kylie Lang, 2012-2015, is second at 280. She also tied Christina Forrest, 2009-2012, for the second most triples in a career with 10. So Jill Clements, kind of an X factor for the SNU Crimson Storm with her bat.
Absolutely. And just being able to get on base for her team and put the team in position to put runs up on the board and have players like Sam Smith, Toylo, and LeBeau get up to the plate with those bats hot, it certainly puts them in position going forward in every single one of the ball games. Great career by Jill Clements.
And now we're going to talk about SNU's other star senior, the ace pitcher in the circle starting today, Kayla Wyatt. Kayla Wyatt is just 5 strikeouts away from becoming the 2nd pitcher to record 700 in a career.
Wow.
And we stated this in earlier games. It felt like she was going from 400 to 500 to 600 almost every week. She is on fire. She also needs 33 more strikeouts to become just the 2nd pitcher to have 300 in a single season.
Good grief.
She currently has 267. Andrea Frizzle's mark of 352 in 2006 is the school's single-season record. So Kayla Wyatt's certainly submitting herself as one of the best pitchers to ever play for the Crimson Storm.
Absolutely, John. Just incredible feat. What else can you say about Kayla Wyatt? Just asserting dominance day in and day out.
You're exactly right, and we're getting ready to throw out the first pitch with the coaches meeting there at home plate. So when we come back, we will have the first pitch, then the starting lineups for you here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. There are your starting lineups for today for the Tigers. Number 14 in center field, Kelly Powell, a sophomore. Number 3, the designated player for today, Macy Nance. Number 18 is the catcher, Kate Lucina. Number 24, the first baseman for the Tigers, Daniela Brantley. Number 0, playing at shortstop, is Alex Jennings. Number 5 in left field is Delaney Bono. Number 20 at second base is Gabby Gonzalez. Number 23 in right field is Paige Purifoy. Number 31 there at third base is Haley Ryburn. And in the circle today for the Tigers is number 17, the right-hander, Kelsey O'Brien. Now Connor McKenzie will go over your starting list for the Crimson Storm.
Thank you, John. Out at center field, as always, Sam Smith. Jill Clements out at right. Cindy Toilo out at third. Caitlin Brown at second today. Kendall Freer at first. Along with Hope Martin out in left. Hannah LeBeau at playing catcher. Jessica Thompson, designated player. Kristen Shoemaker at shortstop at the bottom of the lineup. And in the circle, Kayla Wyatt for the Crimson Storm.
And we are just about set for the beginning of the final series of the regular season for the Crimson Storm. As Kayla Wyatt will approach the circle for what is fast approaching to be her final time playing for SNU here at Cypress Athletic Complex. So the end of a great era. Up first to bat for the Tigers is number 14, the center fielder, Kelly Powell. And there's the first pitch right over the plate, just a little bit higher over the strike zone. That's how Kayla Wyatt will start off this game. Kayla Wyatt's ERA has gone down to a 2.31, 16-12 win-loss record. Batter's average against her is 190. And there's a quick hit, and that'll just add to the batters against her as it goes all the way back into far back center field. And a double to start off for the Tigers.
And not a good start there for the Storm. With a little trouble fielding there as a throw from Smith. The Shoemaker just got out of her glove. Luckily, it didn't result in any worse failure for the Storm. Starting off with the double here, Kelly Powell, now Macy Nance, trying to pick up where Powell left off.
So the sophomore records a double to lead off this game. And that'll bring up Macy Nance, the junior, at a 288 average. 25 RBIs on the year, 7 home runs. So she leads the team in home runs just based off what I have here. And so she's a very dangerous batter for the Tigers. So Nance will recover. And that one goes on the outside corner. Couldn't quite get the strike zone. And that'll bring up a 3-0 situation. And that one goes way outside, and I'm being corrected that it was a 2-1 situation then, and now it goes to a 3-1. So already, Kayla Wyatt having a tough day, or a tough start to her day. And she'll get a piece of it. Tries to swing at it. She'll get a piece of the. So after another pitch by Kayla Wyatt, she will walk Nance. So all ready to lead off for the game. The Tigers have put 2 on base early. Number 18, Kate Lucina, steps up into the plate, and will lay down the bunt, and it will go foul. Cindy Toilolo was right there, ready to make the big throw. The ball just spun out of the fair area, Goes foul, brings up the count 0-1. And there's this, and that'll put down a double play. Sydney Toilolo. She read the attempt at the sacrifice bunt very well. Ready to make the play. Very keen of where all the runners were, able to take out Nats sitting there at first base.
And just a fantastic play there. Going back to the bunt attempt there for Kate Lucina. Just Sydney Toilo had such great awareness, make the catch, and just fired over to first for the easy double play.
And that synergy will likely carry over to Kayla Wyatt as she throws another strike. And that one will go high. 1-1 count. And another pitch will just go a little bit on the outside for ball 2. And Kayla Wyatt, very, very smooth. Daniela Brantley trying to hit off a line drive right to the pitcher, and Kayla Wyatt just very calmly reached over, picked it off. Now in the top of the first, SNU is able to prevent any runs from being scored as we go to the bottom of the first. It's Smith, Clements, and Toilolo when we come back to SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Sam Smith will approach the plate to lead off for the SNU Crimson Storm. So the top 3 for the Crimson Storm today is Smith, Jill Clements, Sydney Toilolo to start off. First pitch delivered by Kelsey O'Brien, the pitcher for the Ouachita Tigers. Goes a little bit on the outside for ball 1. Our next pitch will go down into the dirt for ball 2. Smith, an intimidating figure there at the plate. 329 batting average, 618 slugging percentage, 36 RBIs, and 13 home runs. Just a great season thus far for Sam Smith, the junior.
Yeah, Sam Smith near the top of the order in the GAC for total home runs this season. Look to see if she can grind out a couple more here in her last home series of the season for the Storm. Now up for the 2-1 count. She comes swinging there. Now to a 2-2.
So 2 foul balls in a row will tie up the count at 2 apiece. So Smith will reapproach the plate. And a swing and a miss, and that will send Sam Smith down to the dugout. First strikeout of the day for O'Brien.
Now batting number 2, Jill Clements.
That'll mark O'Brien's 51st strikeout on the year. And that will bring in number 2, Jill Clements, the right fielder. playing in her last home series ever here at Cypress Athletic. 293 batting average, 331 slugging percentage, 10 RBIs, only 1 home run to her credit. That one goes very much inside, and the umpire will call it strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1's across the board. Jill Clements looking to do some damage. A little bit low below the strike zone. For ball 2.
Jill Clements, very patient batter, trying to get something going here. The infield is driven up quite a bit. She's able to drive it into the gap between shortstop and second. This would be a great play here for the Storm to get on base early in this inning.
Crimson Storm today wearing their gray and black tops, crimson pants, and our ball delivered to those. So Jill Clements will take a leisurely stroll to first. Washita Baptist, on the other hand, wearing black pants with a techno camo combination of purple and gray. So some outlandish jerseys for the Tigers. Cindy Toilolo up to bat now for the Crimson Storm as her first swing goes foul off to the left side. Cindy Toilolo, once again, one of the big bats for the Crimson Storm. 308 in batting average, 692 slugging percentage, 35 RBIs, and 12 home runs, just below Sam Smith there. She'll be looking to tie up her teammate. And she gets a piece of it, and it's going, and it carries, almost heads out, but it will hit the wall, and that will bring in Clements easily. So Sydney Toilolo records another RBI, almost gets it to carry over the wall, but unable to do so. It will go to the wall, though, and Joe Clements will come in for home and will draw first blood in this first game. That'll bring in Caitlin Brown, the second baseman.
Yeah, Sydney Toilo was just able to get a hold of that one. It's a fantastic shot in the deep left. I thought it was carrying, but the wind was just not in her favor this time around here at the Cypress Athletic Complex.
It's just one of those days where the wind's starting to blow. We have a little bit of a breeze going, if you can look at the flags back there in the background. As another strike is delivered by O'Brien, but I mean it hasn't been near as windy as we're used to seeing it here in Bethany, as the winds have quieted down in the past week and a half. So you'll be seeing the wind slightly pick up and slightly die all throughout the day as that one pops up, and it will be fair, and the catcher will be able to bring it down. That was number 18, Kate Lucina. So Lucina puts another out on the board. That'll bring up number 14, Kendall Freer-Christopher, the first baseman. Freer-Christopher is .299 batting average. 20 RBIs on the year. As the first swing goes foul. No home runs to her credit this season. And a swing and a miss by Freer-Christopher. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Freer-Christopher trying to dig herself out of the hole, as that one will go foul.
Yeah, Toilo could have gotten caught there at second, leading off just a little bit. Good throw there by the catcher for the Tigers, Kate Lucina, making her know that she's watching us. Freer-Christopher goes down swinging. And that'll get the out and the inning for the Crimson Storm.
So Freer-Christopher goes down swinging and missing, but Cindy Toilolo will drive in Jill Clements for the first run of the day. And when we come back, it will be the Tigers ready to respond when we come back to SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. The Crimson Storm draw first blood here in Bethany as they now lead the Tigers after one inning, 1-0. So that'll bring up number 00, Alex Jennings, up to the plate. As Kayla Wyatt will throw the first strike against her. Jennings wearing the very bizarre number for softball, at least, 00. Don't see that number out very often. So after a quick meeting by the infield, Kayla Wyatt will go back to work here against Jennings. The shortstop. Jennings is a sophomore, a .235 batting average, a .432 slugging percentage, 25 RBIs on the year, and 6 home runs. She is just below and leading the team for the year. And another strike is delivered by Wyatt right where no one's going to get that one. I don't care how good of a batter you are. And another swing and a miss. And Jennings will go down by the hand of Kayla Wyatt. Her first strikeout of the day.
Now batting number 5, Delaney Bono.
Now bring in number 5, Delaney Bono, the left fielder. Bono is the one of 2 freshmen on the roster on the starting lineup for the Tigers. .286 batting average, .367 slugging percentage. She pops that one up, and Kendall Freer Christopher is able to get it down real easy. So a quick 2 outs already given by the Crimson Storm defense. Brings up number 20, Gabby Gonzalez, the second baseman. .424 batting average for the second baseman. 10 RBIs, 1 home run. And another excellent strike delivered by Wyatt. She has gotten the jitters out in the first inning. It looks like she is honed in on that strike zone. And another strike delivered by Wyatt. Delivering every strike that she possibly can. And 3 strikes, 3 pitches, 3 up, 3 down. A perfect inning for Kayla Wyatt. And that is the end of 1.5. When we come back, it'll be the Crimson Storm ready to add on to the pain of the Tigers when we come back to SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Crimson Storm now back up to bat. And Hope Martin will lead off for the Crimson Storm. However, after a quick lead off, she is quickly taken out as a quick swing of the bat hits the ball right over to the first baseman, who is ready to pick it up. Daniela Brantley. So that'll bring up number 10, Hannah LeBeau, the catcher for the Crimson Storm. And then another strike delivered by O'Brien. LeBeau on the year is .273 batting average, 20 RBIs, 5 home runs, and a .438 slugging percentage. And she gets a piece of that one and pops it over to right field, where the Tigers are able to make a jumping grab for it. Out there in right field is Paige Purifoy, putting herself on the highlight reel. So very quickly, 2 outs for the Crimson Storm. So I'll bring in number 17, Jessica Thompson. The designated player and the senior for the day with a .257 average, 12 RBIs, no home runs, and .276 slugging percentage. She wanted a little bit more of that one than she could chew as she goes swinging and missing. And there is a ball delivered by O'Brien as the count goes to 1-1. Thompson pops that one up right there for the first baseman, who is able to track it down. Daniela Brantley will end the inning after a quick 1-2-3 inning by the Crimson Storm. When we come back, it's the beginning of the 3rd inning. When we come back to SNUathletics.com.
Welcome back to the action here at Cypress Athletic Complex here in Bethany, Oklahoma. Kayla Wyatt back on the circle here for the Crimson Storm, trying to continue a dominant defense here so far in the top of the 3rd. That ball fouls off the top of the bat there from Purifoy. Paige Purifoy, the sophomore, bat .271. Now in a 1-1 count. Trying to find something here against Kayla White, who's 13 hits and 48 tries. Turned in 4 RBIs. Not a home run to her credit just yet. See what she's got here against the experience here. Kayla White, who drives that ball in for strike 2. Kayla Wyatt checking here. Crimson Storm defense infield sinks in a little bit. And she goes down swinging. Paige Purifoy goes swinging for the 3rd strikeout of the day to Kayla Wyatt. And bring up Hallie Ryburn now to the plate for the Tigers. Now we're at the bottom of the lineup at the top of the 3rd inning. The freshman hitting .241 on the season. 7 hits and 29 tries. Again, no home runs to her credit and does have 2 RBIs. See if she's able to connect here against Kayla Wyatt, who's been heating up these last couple innings. That ball goes way inside for ball 1. Kayla White checking with the 1-0 here. It's the inexperience here of Ryburn. White should be looking to get a hold of her. She gets this one swinging. The ball was going way outside. In the dominant experience here, Kayla White, who needs just 2 more strikeouts to reach 700 for her career. Pitch goes way outside now, ball 2. Kayla White sitting here now with a 2-1 against Ryburn. Pitch catches high and inside for strike 2. Kayla White on an absolute tear here early on. Getting after the Tigers here a little bit, knowing every game is important here for the Storm if they want to make it into the GAC championships. She goes down swinging. Kayla White is now 1 strikeout away from putting away the inning and getting 700 strikeouts for her career.
Now batting number 14, Kelly Powell.
Now back at the top of the lineup, Kelly Powell on the day, who's 1-1 against Wyatt with the double early in the first. And started off a string of getting the players on base for the Tigers, but weren't able to mount anything. It's just a nice double play from Toy Lolo. Easy snag out. The bunt attempt here from Powell goes fouled off for strike 1. Along with Kayla Wyatt's feat of 700 on her career, she also needs 33 more strikeouts in these next couple series she has left to reach 300 in a single season. Just the second pitcher ever in SNU history. Swing here from Powell gets up to Brown to Christopher for it to secure the out and the inning. So I have to wait 1 more inning to see if Kayla White can get that 700 strikeout of her career. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the action here at SNUathletics.com. Kristen Shoemaker leading off for the Crimson Storm. Here in the bottom of the third, up 1-0. In the circle, Kelsey O'Brien, who's given up 1 hit, 1 walk, and has 2 strikeouts to her credit. First pitch here just catches the outside edge of the plate for strike 1. Shoemaker on the season, been able to get after it. Just a sophomore, batting 167. With 18 hits and 108 tries. Next pitch there holds on the inside for ball 1. Shoemaker been very good to get on base and not give up anything easy to these pitchers. Been able to battle throughout the season. Next pitch here gets fouled off by Shoemaker. Now in a hole at 1-2. See what she does against pitching of Kelsey O'Brien. Just a freshman coming in with a 6.3 ERA. Has 6 wins and 9 losses. In 10 games she's started, has 33 appearances. Next pitch there gets popped up right into the glove of Alex Jennings to secure the first out of the inning. And now Sam Smith up to the plate for the Crimson Storm for her second go-around against the freshman Kelsey O'Brien. Smith went down swinging her first at bat. She looked to get after that. She's been in a little bit of a slump lately in these last couple of series we've had here at home. Now will be an ideal time for her to get after. She gets a bunt attempt, just fouls off behind her. And Smith in a bit of a slump, had a really nice stretch of a couple weeks and earned honors as GAC Player of the Week. In one phase, she went 7 for 7 through the stretch of a couple games and had a couple home runs and was driving in runs like crazy. She comes off here holding for strike 2 now, down in a hole. Santa Smith will need this to get on base to build the confidence going forward in this game and this series. Now down with 1-2, trying to get Smith to chase as catcher was lined up way outside the plate. Smith, very experienced, patient batter. Should know what to expect here. This pitch here from O'Brien. Ball, this goes a little deep there. A little deep, holds for ball 2 now. A 2-2 count for Smith. We'll see what she tries to connect here against O'Brien. She goes down swinging, but it gets away from the catcher. She's able to reach off a wild pitch. Sam Smith at first. Now to the plate for the Crimson Storm, Jill Clements. Clements, who's was walked in her first appearance. Again, just Jill Clements has been able to get on base no matter what the situation has been for her team. She's been very vital throughout her career for the Crimson Storm. Bunt attempt here, reels back for strike 1. Smith trying to steal second, and she does. So Jill Clemens reels back the bunt attempt for the strike, but Smith is able to reach second. A good opportunity for the Storm to advance Smith and possibly put another run up on the board. There's another bunt attempt there. Believe went foul, but on the throw to first, Clemens gets clocked right in the back shoulder. We'll stay here with an 0-2 count for Clemens. Yeah, Clemens is able to get on base. Toy Lolo, who's 1 of 1 on the day, is right behind her. Drove in a run. So we'll see if they're able to connect here. Clemens, again, able to get on base. And maybe Toy Lolo is able to knock out a 3-run shot. Could possibly put this game away early. So the next pitch there goes outside for ball 1. Here with the 1-2, O'Brien against Clemens. Gets that one off the top of her bat. Fouled again, staying here with the 1-2. Now here, again with 1-2 against Clemens. She goes swinging right back to O'Brien. She flips over to first. Brentley able to keep her foot on the bag, secures the out. And now Sydney Toilo up to the plate as Smith able to reach third. For the Storm, Toilo looking for some more momentum for the Crimson Storm. See what she's got in her bat here in his second attempt against O'Brien. First pitch goes outside. Not sure if O'Brien wants to throw anything easy to Toy Lolo, who's been making pitchers pay the majority of the season. He's second on the team in home runs with 12 and has driven in 35 runs this year. Second behind Smith at 36 of her own. Shot there goes outside again. Missed maybe an unintentional and intentional walk here from O'Brien, not trying to give up anything easy to Toy Lolo. And she will. Toy Lolo will go to first, and now up to the plate for the Crimson Storm, Caitlin Brown, 0-1 a day with a flyout. Just good strategy there from O'Brien, not trying to give up anything to the power of Sydney Toy Lolo, who's been, again, making pitchers very wary whenever she steps up to the plate. We'll see if Caitlin Brown's able to get something going here and continue this inning. Here for the Storm is Toy Lolo, caught in the crosshairs, trying to steal. Might have had a chance. And Smith able to steal home. Another steal as throws back and forth, getting away from the Tigers. Storm take advantage as Smith comes in from third, and Toilo advances to second. Brown holding with the 1-0 now. Pitch there, catches outside for ball 2 now for Brown. Pitch there, catches just on the outside edge of the plate. Strike 1. Brown able to take that, a very patient batter as well. Batting .276 now on the year with 34 hits and 123 tries. Does have 2 home runs to her credit. See if she's able to connect here and advance Toilo in this inning. She goes swinging there, strike 2. Caitlin Brown looking to get a hold of that. If she's able to, she's got a very big gap between left and center field to possibly drive in Toilolo. Pitch there, clips off the bat again of Brown trying to find something. She went 0 of 1 in her first attempt with a flyout. Brown to 2-2, pops that one out. Foul right. And Kelsey O'Brien has kind of lost her step here, giving up. Hitting a couple wild pitches, getting away from the catcher, costing them. Is now the Storm up 2-0. See if they're able to capitalize here on the opportunity. The Brown calls time with the 2-2 now. She goes down swinging, gets away from the catcher again. Brown trying to get to first. They call her safe. And Toilo will reach home easily. The Storm are up now 3-0. So a good-looking throw there from Kate Lucina. Just not in time as Brown was able to dig it out and get to first. Is now Kendall Freer-Christopher up to the plate for the Crimson Storm. Umpire there calling legal pitch there, and O'Brien will advance Brown to second. And O'Brien falling up, wheels falling off the wagon here for the Tigers lately. First pitch there from O'Brien goes outside for ball 1. Bryan now with 1-0 against Christopher. She comes out swinging. That ball is going out way foul right. Just out of reach of Paige Purifoy will hold now with the 1-1 for Freer-Christopher. Freer-Christopher comes into this game batting .299 with 38 hits and 127 tries against the inexperience here of Kelsey O'Brien. We'll see what she's able to connect. The next pitch comes inside for strike 2. Kendall Freer in a bit of a hole, but Storm up 3-0 in the bottom of the third with 1 on second. Infield lining in close. We'll see if Freer-Christopher is able to get a hold of it and drive it into the gap. So we now move to a 3-2. O'Brien with a full count. Payoff pitch comes off swinging, foul left. And that pitch drifting a little inside. Freer-Christopher not able to get as much on it as she would like and keep it in play. She's able to keep that in play. Could be more possible runs for the Storm as Caitlin Brown could be rounding third. Put the Storm up 4-0 early. First pitch there, drops into right field and right into the glove of Paige Purifoy. Crimson Storm put 2 more on the board to push the lead now 3-0. Up to the plate, Macy Nance, Kate Lucina, and Danielle Brantley for the Tigers. We come back here in Bethany, Oklahoma. Storm up 3-0. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back here at SNUathletics.com. Kayla White back in the circle for the Storm. Macy Nance up to the plate for the Tigers. First pitch there, catches outside for ball 1 to Nance, who was walked in her first attempt. Next pitch here, catches outside, ball 2. Macy Nance was walked in her first attempt against Kayla Wyatt. The junior's batting .288 on the season with 34 hits and 118 tries. In 41 of 45 games she's played, she's made an impact. She comes swinging there, strike 1 off the off-speed pitch there from Wyatt. She does have 7 home runs to her credit and 17 runs and 25 RBIs. For the team is next pitch there, catches outside, trying to get her to chase, I'm guessing. Kayla Wyatt, she's not having it. Now sitting with a 3-1 count, possibly making another walk here for Nance. She comes swinging there, fouls off over the press box for strike 2. Now with a full count for Wyatt, we'll look to see what she throws here. Maybe giving her something over the plate. See here from Wyatt with the full count. And she comes off swing, goes off just off the inside of the bat, foul. As Kayla Wyatt just needs 1 strikeout, ladies and gentlemen, to reach 700 for her career. We'll see what Kayla Wyatt's got here with the payoff pitch. Comes off foul again. Staying with us with the full count. Kayla Wyatt really looking to earn this 700 strikeout, excuse me. So I believe this will be the 8th pitch of this one at bat to lead off the 4th. Comes off swing, gets a hold of this one, going deep right, hanging foul. She got a hold of that one, ladies and gentlemen. She hit the batting cage for the Crimson Storm. And it's very, very happy that ball stayed foul. And it'll be the umpires conferring to check, see if the ball. Now stepping back into the plate, Macy Nance with a full count. Kayla White trying to earn the 700 strikeout, and the Tigers trying to get on the board. Something's got to give here in the top of the fourth. And she's going to send her to first for the second walk of the game to Macy Nance alone. Kate Lucina now up to the plate for the Tigers. 0-1 on the day with a fly out to her credit. Kayla Wyatt receives instruction from the dugout as infield creeps in a little bit here. Pitch there catches the outside edge for strike one. Pitch there catches over the plate just a little low for ball one now. Caitlin Sean trying to find something. She has 30 hits on the season. She's right in the middle of the pack for her team. And getting on base, she goes swinging there for strike two. Possibly one pitch away here. Kayla Wyatt puts this one over the plate, maybe trying to get her to chase. And swing here, trying to get that 700 strikeout of her career. See what Kayla Wyatt has here on with the 1-2. Ball rising high. And trying to get her to chase something. Kayla Lucina, very patient batter, is up to 265 on the season. Has 4 doubles. Looking to get on base here in advance. Nance in the top of the fourth. Ball catches way inside. Ball 3, back-to-back full counts for Kayla Wyatt. Certainly put him in a tough situation. We'll see what she throws at her, trying to get her to chase or putting her a fastball right over the plate. She goes swinging. Nice shot there from Lucina. Goes past Shoemaker's glove. And Nance will advance to second off the single from Lucina. Is now Daniela Brantley. 0-1 on the day with a flyout. Left run on base in her first attempt. Try to get something going here against Wyatt in the top of the fourth. With 2 on and nobody out. A good situation here for the Tigers. So that looks like we have a pinch runner here for the Tigers. It'll be Chelsea Wilson, number 2, the freshman here for the Tigers on the run. Brief pause in the game. The umpire consulting with both dugouts, ready to resume play. Get something going here. Now back up to the plate, Daniela Brantley again. Trying to get something going here and continue off the momentum here from her teammates for the Tigers. Bunt attempt here. Flipped into Toilo's glove. Can't handle it. And Brantley's able to reach first, and the runners for the Tigers get to third and second. His base, just like that, bases are loaded. With nobody out for the Tigers, a tough jam here for Kayla Wyatt and the Storm in this inning.
Number 0, Alex Jennings.
Alex Jennings now up to the plate for the Tigers. In a great situation here on the road. As Jennings goes to consult with a coach in the dugout, and a small team meeting here for the Storm, trying to get the game back under their control. Here at home, the first game of our doubleheader. They went up 3-0, but again, bases loaded in the top of the fourth with nobody out. Tigers in a great position to take some chances, put some runs up on the board, put a lot of pressure here on the Storm offense going forward. So Wyatt readies second attempt here against Jennings. Pitch there. She gets a nice crack at this one. Goes foul left. We'll hold for the first strike of the at-bat. Wyatt readies the 0-1. Got to be careful here and not give up any runs easy. This one gets popped up. Foul way left. Just over ahead of a lucky fan for a souvenir. Now at 0-2, Kayla White possibly looking for a strikeout here and keep these runners at bay. This ball gets put into play. A couple runs could be on the board for the Tigers very quickly. She goes swinging again. That ball fouled off left. Here we go. White now with the 0-2. Comes off swinging. Nearly clips her. Nearly clips her teammate Chelsea Wilson at third. But stays off foul again. And a long at bat here, along top of the inning with bases loaded and nobody out. The Tigers, fantastic position, getting to take some chances here in this inning. Kayla Wyatt with the 0-2. Pitch there goes fouled off left again, that same spot. Nearly taking out her teammate Chelsea Wilson. A lot of these plays have just been staying in the infield. The outfielders of the Storm probably feeling a little bit left out, but probably for good reason. We'll stay here with 0-2 now. These pitchers are staying in place. The ball gets fouled off top over the screen again, now with 0-2. It's a long. Wyatt the 0-2 trying to get something here as now she calls time. Trying to get a right swing, get the timing of these pitches. I believe Coach Madden now calling time here as well for the Crimson Storm. Going to consult with Wyatt in the infield. Wyatt just consulting with the coach, trying to give him some confidence back here in the infield. They've had some troubles fielding, walking players to get on base, and just got to stick to the game plan and the principles here going forward. And that's the trouble here with a big game. You start off with a lead early, but then a couple lapses in defense, and it's just a tight game. And a team you should beat handily, a team struggling towards the bottom of the conference. Got to be able to capitalize on these positions. The ball catches outside. Ball one for Wyatt. Here Wyatt now with a 1-2. Bit of a jam here with bases loaded, nobody out. Ball gets cracked off the bat. Wyatt now with the 1-2, just trying to find something or mount some momentum here for the Crimson Storm. And jam as the ball gets cracked off foul again. Wyatt here with a 1-2. Pitch there gets topped off again in the net. Another foul ball. The bat's got to be getting tired of hitting foul balls. Wyatt just got to throw something she's not looking for. Possibly something a little more inside. That inside corner's been working for her. throughout this game. And she goes down swinging. Kayla Wyatt gets fifth strikeout of the game. 700th of her career. Kayla Wyatt accomplishing an incredible feat, getting the first out of the inning and looking to strand these runners on base. Next pitch, there goes inside edge for strike one. Kayla Wyatt getting a surge of momentum here this inning after the strikeout. Certainly pay off to be able to get out of this jam and keep these runners on base and preserve the lead at 3-0. Pitch there gets popped up. Toilolo circling underneath it. She makes the grab for the second out. And just like that, the Crimson Storm in prime position to get out of this inning with minimal damage done, with just runners left on base. You take what you can get. Is now Gabby Gonzalez up to the plate for the Tigers. 0-1 of the day with a strikeout. Wyatt here, the second attempt here against Gonzalez. Fouls that one off, strike one. Next shot there, catches inside for ball one. Wyatt trying to find something here against Gonzalez. Again, he's struck out her first attempt. Trying to find something here and put a run up on the board for the Tigers. See what Wyatt has here for with a 1-1. Shot there goes high inside for ball two. Shot there goes high inside. Umpire checking the swing, and she did. 2-2 count now for Wyatt against Gonzalez. Possibly one pitch away from securing the out in the inning, getting out of a near impossible jam for Kayla Wyatt with bases loaded to start off the fourth. Looking to give up no runs here. So this one gets cracked off the bat, staying here with the 2-2 count for Gonzalez. Kayla Wyatt back into the circle now with the 2-2. Ready to secure this out. And the inning comes off swinging. The ball gets cracked up hard up the left field line. Staying away foul with the 2-2 now. Kayla Wyatt on the day. 60 pitches to her credit with 2 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Again, reaching 700 on her career. Needs just 28 more to reach the feat of 300 in a season. And with another series left for the next weekend and 3 games left, she's able to play a couple of those games and get 5 or 6 each game. She's definitely secured that 300 on the season. Just another incredible feat for Miss Kayla Wyatt. Now with a full count, bases loaded and 2 outs. Wyatt with the payoff pitch. Pops this one up high. Toilolo tracking underneath it. Just goes out of reach over the dugout. We'll stay here with a full count for Wyatt against Gonzalez. Gonzalez ready. Stepping back into the box. Wyatt back in the circle, ready the payoff pitch. That one catches wet just outside there for Gonzalez. Now send her to first and Wilson home for the first run of the game for the Tigers.
Now batting number 23, Paige Purifoy.
Paige Purifoy now to the plate for the Tigers with bases loaded, 2 out. 0-1 on the day with a strikeout to her credit. See if she's able to connect here against Wyatt. Looking for her 6th strikeout of the game. That ball clips.
Keep her there. Are you serious? She stuck out that leg.
Ball clips Purifoy, but looks like she stepped in to take the hit.
Kicked her leg out there.
Coach Weber going to consult with the umpire that she stuck out her leg to take the hit and drive in the run.
Absolutely stuck her leg out there.
Umpire not agreeing with Weber, though it did look pretty clear. She stuck it out to take the hit and advance the run. Now Hallie Ryburn up to the plate here against Wyatt. Just like that, it's a 1-run game here for the Storm, trying to get out of a jam with bases loaded, 2 out. Hallie Ryburn now calling time. She comes out swinging there, strike one. That ball was going high and way outside. White trying to get the better of Ryburn to secure this out and the inning and keep this lead going into the bottom of the 4th. It's there, catches just over the edge of the plate, strike 2. Looks it. Not sure what to expect here from White. She's kind of going with what Coach Madden and Weber throw at her on the instruction. See what she's got here with the 0-2. Pitch catches inside. Not inside enough. Holds there for ball 1. Shot there goes swinging. Hallie Ryburn goes down swinging to end the inning. Is able to put 2 runs on the board off a walk and player hit by a pitch for the Tigers. The Storm take a 3-2 lead heading to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back here to SNUathletics.com. Mason Nance on the circle here for the Tigers. First pitch there to Hope Martin goes outside the edge of the plate for strike 1. Next pitch there catches the same spot. Outside edge of the plate, strike 2. Hope Martin on the season batting .256 with 30 hits and 117 tries. Has 6 doubles and 1 home run to her credit. Next pitch there goes for a ball to Martin. Being very patient here in this at bat. 0-1 on the day with a ground out. Pitch there gets cracked off the bat, going right into Paige Purefoy's glove. As it was heading foul. Secures the first out of the inning. He's now to the plate. Hannah LeBeau for the Crimson Storm. It's 0-1 of the day as well with the fly out.
Now batting number 10, Hannah LeBeau.
LeBeau on the season having a nice outing at 273 with 35 hits and 128 tries. In 48 games she's played. Holds that first pitch for ball one. Next pitch there holds for ball two now. To LeBeau trying to come out swinging and get something going here for the Storm. And build this lead back up as the Tigers able to creep into it. 3-2. Strike one delivered from Nance. The outside edge of the plate. He's giving up one hit on the day with 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Giving up 3 earned runs through 63 pitches thrown. Pitch there, catches high outside. Now ball 3, LeBeau. In a good situation to get on base and get something going here for the team. Comes out swinging. That ball popped up right, circling underneath it. Purefoy secures the out. Hannah LeBeau, back-to-back flyouts to Paige Purefoy. Now to the plate.
Now batting number 17.
Jessica Thompson for the Crimson Storm. Jessica Thompson on the day had a flyout to her credit as well. Crimson Storm not able to get a hold of it. A lot of these things they're able to put 2 on the board in the third. A lot of these plays have been keeping in the infield with steady play here from the Tigers. Ball holds there. Now Thompson up in the count, 2-0. Umpires checking. Swing there, Thompson saying she held back. For ball 2 now. Shot there from Thompson, popped up right. Deep over the net for strike 1.
So we won't be able to clinch today. Well, I don't know. It depends. We won't know. We're going to play one. Yeah, I was about to ask. Do they have lights?
Thompson ready to hold here with the 2-1. Ball circling up high. There for ball 3 from Nance. Nance here with the 3-1 against Thompson. Ball catches on the outside for ball 4. Thompson heads to first. Now to the plate, Kristen Shoemaker for the Crimson Storm.
Now batting number 1, Kristen Shoemaker.
Kristen Shoemaker is 0-1 of the day with a flyout. To her credit, that one popped up. Back left, and now secures the out and the inning. Hallie Ryburn makes a nice snag as Crimson Storm take a 3-2 lead into the top of the 5th. We're right back here at SNUathletics.com with Kelly Powell, Macy Nance, and Kate Lucina up to the plate for the Tigers. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Here at the top of the 5th inning, the Ouachita Tigers look to build on the momentum that they started in the 4th inning as they were able to bring in 2 runs off loaded bases walks. And that will bring us to the top of the order for the Tigers with Kelly Powell, the center fielder. She got 1 for 2 today. She led off the game with a huge double, went all the way back to the wall. So that double was her first at bat, but then her next at bat she grounded out. Looking for more of her earlier success to duplicate. Indecisive with what she wanted to do there. Bunt or swing or hold. She decided to go for the swing, and it puts up the second strike. 2 strikes now against Powell, this lead off, so she's already in a hole, going to try and dig herself out. She gets a hold of this, pops it up there into the foul territory, and it drops into the Ouachita bullpen. So everything will stay put. No outs, 2 strikes, no balls. So Kayla Wyatt will go to battle against Powell once again. 6 strikeouts for the ace pitcher for the Crimson Storm. 3 walks, 2 hits, no earned runs. Next pitch delivered by Wyatt goes balls. She's going to try and get her to chase a little bit, but Powell will hold. Now try to get her to chase once again. Puts down another ball to tie up the count at 2 apiece. So on deck for the Tigers is Nance and Lucina. She gets a piece of it, goes right to Freer Christopher, and she's able to field it and step on the bag with ease.
Now batting number 3, Macy Nance.
So Freer Christopher with an impressive defensive play. Now bring up Macy Nance, number 3. Nance has reached space twice, both of them on walks. So Wyatt will go to battle once again and delivers a strike to start out. So Wyatt will start once again and gets a big piece of it. Goes all the way to the wall. Nance gets a big piece of the ball, and it goes all the way back to the right field corner.
Now batting number 18, Kate Lucina.
And now I'll bring up number 18, Kate Lucina, the catcher. So you're misinformed. Macy Nance is, in fact, your pitcher, so the pitcher showing off the big bat. Lucina comes to the plate, 1 for 2, a hit of her own and a fly out. Wyatt delivers a strike to begin. So the tying run is in scoring position for the Tigers. She gets a piece of it on the top of her bat, fouls it off behind her. So Lucina trying to stay in the box, try to do some more damage for the Ouachita Baptist Tigers. And a swing and a miss will send Lucina back to the dugout. And Wyatt records her 7th strikeout of the day. And that will bring in number 24, Daniela Brantley, the first baseman. Brantley today, 0 for 2 so far with a fly out. However, she was able to reach base on an error, and she did leave one on base. So to start off, she gets a piece of it on the top of her bat. It fouls it behind him. 2 outs against the Tigers thus far. That pitch will go a little bit high. A couple of the Crimson Storm faithful trying to debate with the umpire. That was a strike. However, the umpire will hold his case. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Gets a piece of it, goes right to Wyatt. She's able to deliver out number 3. And that'll bring the top of the 5th inning to an end. As we go to the bottom of the inning, the Crimson Storm will look to hold on to this 1-run lead and try to build on it when we come back to SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. The Crimson Storm are back to the top of the order. Sam Smith, Jill Clements, and Sydney Toilolo on deck. And Sam Smith gets a piece of it off the top of her bat, and it fouls off to the right. The Crimson Storm holding on to a 3-2 lead. And we'll try to build on that. Give themselves a little bit of a breathing room. And Smith gets a big piece of it. Unable to get it by the shortstop, and she will be thrown out at first.
Now batting number 2, Jill Clements.
And that'll bring up number 2, Jill Clements. Clements today is 0 for 1. She was able to reach on a walk, but she also grounded out today. So Clements will try to find that sweet spot. First pitch delivered by Nance is a ball to begin with. And she gets a piece of it. Third baseman unable to hang on to it, but she's able to recover and throw her out at first. So quick 2 outs for the Crimson Storm. And it brings up number 4, Sydney Toilolo, the third baseman. So Sydney Toilolo looking to find that sweet spot as well. The big bat for the SNU Crimson Storm. She gets a piece of it, and she fouls it off to the right. So the Crimson Storm unable to find the right spot on the bat to send it into playable territory. Next pitch is a ball to tie up the count at 1 apiece. Toilolo is 1 for 1 so far with an RBI and a double. She reached base on a walk as well, and she has a stolen base to her credit as she gets another piece and is unable to get there as the second baseman fielded it, tried to underhand it to the first baseman, and it goes right between the first baseman's legs. So Toilolo goes 2 for 2 on the day as she reaches first. And it brings up number 9, Caitlin Brown, the second baseman. 0 for 2 so far with a strikeout and a flyout to her credit. So Brown will set up once again. And a swing and a miss to begin with for strike number 1. So Brown will settle herself once again, look for a better pitch. Next pitch is a little bit low. Almost goes into the dirt for ball one.
off the rails. Because like even like when he got named Defensive Player of the Year in Detroit in like the 88, 89 something season.
And she does get a piece of that one. It will not drop into fair territory. Just goes off to the left into foul territory. Looks for a minute that it might drop into the on the right side of the third base line. However, it will go just foul and put up strike number 2. And a swing and a miss will end the inning for the Crimson Storm. And after 5, the Crimson Storm still hold on to a 3-2 lead. We come back to SNUathletics.com.
One error, one left on through 5 complete. So the Nazarene.
Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Leading off the top of the 6th inning is number 00, Alex Jennings, the shortstop for the Tigers. First pitch is a swing and a miss for Jennings. Going up against Kayla Wyatt again, looking for strikeout number 8.
He's a great character on Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
And the next strike is delivered by Kayla White, who seems to be looking keen into that strike zone. Jennings today 0 for 2, as she has been on the receiving end of 2 Kayla White strikeouts. Next pitch goes a little bit high. Brings up the count to 1-2. Next pitch goes a little bit low into the dirt for strike 2, or for ball 2, excuse me. So Wyatt will regather herself. And here's the dual pitch. She gets a piece of it, pops it up just over the net, and actually clips the top of the screen for foul number, for the next foul. And everything will stay put. And she gets a little bit of power behind that one. However, it goes way foul off to the left. So Jennings staying in the batter's box. Next pitch goes a little bit below the strike zone, and it'll bring up a full count for Kayla Wyatt. And we'll try to take out Alex Jennings. And she goes swinging for strikeout number 8 for Kayla Wyatt.
Now batting number 5, Delaney Bono.
So that'll bring up number 5, Delaney Bono. Bono today is 0 for 2 as well, 2 flyouts. First pitch delivered by Wyatt is the first strike against Bono.
Yeah, but we're still a game up. I'm saying if we lose, though, we can fall back to them. But we shouldn't lose.
She gets a piece of it, goes right to Toyololo for easy out number 2. So the Crimson Storm sitting pretty.
Now batting number 20, Gavin.
2 outs against the Tigers. And I'll bring up number 20, Gabby Gonzalez, the second baseman. She's gone 0 for 1 today. However, she does have an RBI to her credit and was able to reach base on a walk. So she was a key part in 2 of those loaded base walks. First pitch delivered by Wyatt is another strike. Gonzalez also has a strikeout against her, so she's one of the unlucky batters to fall to Kayla Wyatt. Next pitch goes right where no one's hitting that in any universe for strike number 2. So Gonzalez already in a deep hole, going to try and dig herself out. And that almost clipped her left thigh and brings up ball 1. So Wyatt will want to be careful she doesn't actually hit the batter. Gonzalez looking to do some damage and possibly tie up this game. She gets a piece of it and fouls it off to the left. So the count stays the same at 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And she does get a piece of it. The very end of her bat. Once again, everything will stay put. And that'll bring up ball 2 as Wyatt tried to get Gonzalez to chase. So 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As Kayla Wyatt will try to put her down. She does get a piece of it, and it bounces off Cindy Toilolo's glove. Goes down into the outfield where Hope Martin will field it and deliver at second base. So the Tigers will stay alive here in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. Tying run is on first base. And I'll bring in number 23, Paige Purifoy, the right fielder. She's 0 for 1 so far. However, she does have an RBI and a strikeout. And once again, she was a part of those loaded base runs as she was hit by a pitch. First pitch delivered by Wyatt is another strike. So Wyatt continues to throw those first pitch strikes. She gets a piece of it and fouls it off over there by the Washita bullpen. Brings up Another hole for a Tiger batter with 2 strikes, 2 outs, and no balls for Paige Purifoy. Here's the 0-2 pitch. She gets a piece of it and pops it up. And Sydney Toilolo's there to make the grab. And that will end the inning. So the Crimson Storm bring up the final 3 outs for the Ouachita Tigers. But before we see those, the Crimson Storm will come up in the bottom of the 6th to try and build on their 3-2 lead when we come back to SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. The Crimson Storm enter the batter's box for the bottom of the 6th inning. And it's Kendall Free Christopher leading off. She gets a piece of it. It's flying out there towards the corner and is able to be grabbed down by Paige Purifoy out there in right field. So Purifoy making some big grabs for the Tigers out there in right field. And that will end Free Christopher's at-bat. And it'll bring up number 20, Hope Martin, the left fielder. Martin so far today, 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. So she'll look to do a little bit more damage. She gets a piece of it and fouls it off to the left. Strike 1. So Martin will regather herself and step back in. She tries to lay down the bunt. However, it will bounce off to the right this time for foul number 2 and strike number 2.
So next time, between innings, I'm going to run down there real quick and make sure he knows to signal me on the change. If one of us does not signal, at least wave at you.
And another foul by Martin, so 3 pitches and 3 fouls. And with that one, everything will stay as it is. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Hope Martin trying to do a little bit more damage. Trying to get her to chase is Nance. However, Martin ain't biting. Brings up 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss is how she'll go on the drop, but she tries to reach first. However, she will be unable to do so. So Hope Martin will finish in the box, and they'll bring up number 23, Emily Idler, for the Crimson Storm as the pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting for the Crimson Storm, number 23, Emily Idler.
So Idler will look to warm up that bat. If she can hit a home run in a minute's notice. Nance today, only 1 hit 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, but 3 earned runs. So Idler will approach and go to work. First pitch delivered by Nance is another strike. That left-handed pitching from Nance throws a couple of SNU's batters off as another swing and a miss from Idler brings up strike number 2. Trying to get her to chase, throws her way outside for ball 1. So Idler will stay in the box and look for a pitch she can work with. A little bit too high on that high outside corner for ball 2. So 2s across the board, 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs. Idler looking to do some work. She goes swinging and missing, and that will end the inning. So we've played 6, and when we come back, the Ouachita Tigers are down to their final 3 outs of the game when we come back to SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. The Crimson Storm will look to conclude this game. The Ouachita Tigers will look to say something different about that as the first pitch delivered by Kayla Wyatt is a ball. Very, very close to actually hitting number 31, Haley Ryburn.
It's a good stretch of innings here, John, from the Crimson Storm. Able to get after it and keep these runners at bay for the Tigers, as Kayla White has 8 strikeouts on the day with 3 walks, only 4 hits. Through 5.5 innings, we'll see what she's got here.
Kayla Wyatt throws another strike, ties up the count of 1 apiece, and that will bring up a foul ball and strike number 2.
Kayla Wyatt certainly been asserting her dominance here in the ball game. Only giving up 4 hits through 5 innings. We'll see what she's got here in the top of the 7th.
Here's the 1-2 and another foul ball. So everything will stay put. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Ryburn today is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. She left 3 people on base so far.
Yeah, Wyatt just trying to get something going here in this at bat. There was something she's not ready for, and she goes down swinging for the first out of the inning.
And that's strike out number 9 for Kayla Wyatt, as she may be looking to record at least 10 in this game before this one's over.
And Kelly Powell now up to the plate for the Tigers, is 1 of 3 on the day with a double and 2 groundouts. try to find some sort of life here for the Tigers.
And
Going forward in the top of the 7th here.
And they're back to the top of the order. She pops that one up and is able to be tracked down by the second baseman, Caitlin Brown. So I was saying that the Crimson Storm are now up against Washita's meat of their lineup. As Powell goes down, she, Nance, and Lucina all have a hit in this game. So 2 outs, down to the last one for Washita. First pitch delivered by Brown goes way low and way outside for ball 1. So Nance, the pitcher, is 1 for 1 today on a double, and she also has 2 walks where she reached base. And there's ball 2. So Wyatt a little bit down the count here. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. So Nance won a little bit more than she could chew. And it brings up the count to 2-1. There's a 2-1 and another swing and a miss. Ties up the count 2 apiece. So 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Kayla Wyatt going up against Macy Nance. Pitcher against pitcher. That's another swing and a miss. 3 swings and misses in a row. And that will end this first ball game of our doubleheader as the Crimson Storm are able to survive a 3-2 game. And that brings down the magic number for them to clinch the final spot in the GAC tournament down to 3. So the Crimson Storm finished today with only 1 hit. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, only 1 hit for the Crimson Storm in this first ball game. 4 for Washita. However, they were able to squeak by with 3 runs to Washita's 2. 1 error for each team. And Crimson Storm once again able to squeak by with a win and bring that magic number down to 3. As they control their own destiny in the GAC. So we're going to take a 30-minute intermission, and when we come back, it'll be game number 2 of today's doubleheader between the Washita Tigers and the Crimson Storm of Southern Nazarene when we come back to SNUathletics.com.